For the base of my watercolor flowers, I took champagne toast and applied it to 3 of my fingers, making sure to cap with each layer that I do. And I also used one of our not yet released neon colors that's coming out. Hopefully very soon it will be out, and I apologize for using a color that you can't actually get your hands on, but I just loved it and I really wanted something fun and springy. I did a full cure. There's lots of great GelMoment pink options that you could use for this manicure. We have Sensational, Beauty Queen, even Flamingo Blossom would be a great color. This is just my application of my second layer for my base coat. I always like to do 2 layers of a base coat just so that it gives me a really solid, good background for my nail art. I'm gonna do a complete cure again. Next, I'm gonna take Meet Me at the Chapel, and I'm actually gonna apply a little bit of a dot on my table here and take a square brush and use it to kind of whitewash my nails. I didn't want them to be too pink in color. I wanted to have more of a white opaque look, and I find Meet Me at the Chapel actually is a little bit more translucent than Lovey Dovey, and it works really well for this technique. I, of course, cured in between. For my petals, I'm taking the white GelMoment stamping polish. It has not yet been released, but should be released soon. And I'm using a square brush to draw 3 little petals for my flower. And I'm just putting them sporadically on my nail at different positions, making sure that I do cover the full nail and that the pattern is falling off the nail to make it look more natural. You could use Meet Me at the Chapel or Lovey Dovey to do this. I just prefer the stamping polish because it's a little bit thicker and more concentrated in color. If I were to do this with Lovey Dovey or Meet Me at the Chapel, I would do very thin layers and I would cure in between until I got the right color density that I wanted. So it might take 2 or 3 attempts of going over the petals until you got to the nice color of white that you wanted. Once I've completed this and I have my petals everywhere that I want them to be, I will do a complete cure. Now that the polish is cured, I'm going to take that same neon pink I put on my pinky and thumb, as well as neon purple, which is another color that hasn't been released yet. And I'm going to take a smaller square brush and just kind of drag it lightly through the neon pink and dot the colors onto my petal. I'm kind of going for a watercolor look, so I don't want it to be too thick. I still want to see the white underneath. And now I'm going to take a little bit of purple just to give it a little bit of accent of color. I focus more on the center of the flower being darker pink and darker purple than the tips of the petals. Make Your Mauve would be a great substitution for the neon purple that I'm using. Just going back in with some more pink just to darken up my centers. Now that I've completed that, I'm going to pop it under the lamp and do a complete cure. Next step, I'm going to do Matter Effect top coat on the 3 floral nails. Complete cure again. And I decided after the matte effect was on that it really dulled the colors down quite a bit. And I wanted the pink to be a little bit bolder. So I just went back in with some of the pink and purple and made it pop a little bit more color-wise on the flower. I didn't show this in the video, but I actually go back and do another layer of matte effect over just because I had darkened this, so I wanted to make sure that I also made it matte like the rest of the nail. Lastly, I decided that I wanted my neon pink nails to also be matte, and so I did that, applied a layer of that, and did a complete cure, and that's the finished manicure. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you like my videos, to like and subscribe.